Into it. All right.
Yeah.
Double defense. I was not expecting that. I have not seen
All right,
that.
guys. Welcome to the first top 8 match of Tournament 32. We've got Grim here on the blue team, playing as God of Defense, going up against Nickop on the red team, also playing God of Defense. Grim
Right.
making an early rush for this point defense planet. Nickop doing the same.
Makes sense. It's only a 9-point defense planet, so you can get pretty early access to those middle zones.
Yeah, normally point defense planets have around 15, I think is the standard, but on this map, it's a little easier to get to. So definitely makes sense, you know, to rush for. And we'll see if these players make a standoff. They both have power at this heavy laser planet. Not sure, you know, if one player wants to risk going for it. As, you know, if you lose a lot of ships to your opponent there and they get the planet, it can set you back a lot. Looks like Grim going to make the safer play. Going for this torpedo planet. You know, Nickop picked the same god and is picking the same strategy, so is also going to go for that planet there.
Yeah, the thing is that this map, the players know this inside and out. I think both are ranked warriors and both have spent a lot of time playing on this, so I'm sure they've got set strategies and have optimized.
Yeah, 100%. It looks like Nickop was making the first attack on a blue planet here in the background, chipping away at that point defense. We'll see if Grim comes in and defends. Grim not wanting to lose this critical planet. There's only, I think there's only 2-point defense on this map. Nope.
Yes, that is correct.
Yes, correct. So, you know, and of course, point defense are the backbone of any good fleet here. Besides, you know, the more basics like shields. But, you know, point defense are very important. And, you know, did Nickop lose that far point defense? It looks like
they
players
traded.
exchange control here.
They traded point defenses.
Yeah, Grim doing his best to cut off Nickop's access to these point defense. Pulling ships from the back lines, moving them forward. Got some Cygnus ships here. Always love to see that. Looking at the minimap, we see, you know, the fleets are dead even right now. Dead even territory. Both abilities ready. So this match could not be more even right now.
Also another Cygnus player. Double Cygnus.
They're literally mirrored. They're mirrored. So.
There's a funny joke going around the community, too, that Grim is Eggster, which I'm pretty sure he's not, but it's kind of a funny
I think that was debunked yesterday. They confirmed you have seen Eggster and Grim in the same room at the same time. Therefore, unlikely.
I think it was just funny because Eggster was hyping up Grim, saying how good he was, and they're like, "Oh, you must be Grim." And it was kind of funny. But
yeah, neither of these heavy laser planets have been breached yet. This might be a swing in the match, and of course we've got asteroids coming out in about a minute here, assuming it's standard rates.
Yes,
I love how tall this
will definitely be a shakeup.
It's very vertical.
Yeah.
It makes it really fun to play. I played on this map a little bit beforehand just because I was messing around with the presence, and I was just amused by like how far up and down I was going in order to get around. That bot did not stand a chance, though. I did in fact beat a bot. Fellas.
Yeah, Nathan is better than a bot, guys. Let's stop the hate. Nickop making a big attack here, moving a lot of ships in. Defensibility activated for Grim. Ooh. Will Nickop mirror this?
Oh, there you go.
Yep. Not wanting the heat, so I was gonna.
Oh, they're still staying out. I thought they'd. Yeah,
still fighting. Grim making an aggressive play. I mean, normally you don't want to attack a planet while that defensibility is up, but you know, obviously Grim's a better player than me. Knows what he's doing. Nickop beating down that shielded planet there. Taking a little longer than normal there. Both abilities worn off now, though. Nickop getting aggressive, pushing Grim back. Grim slightly down on territory and on ships here. We'll see if Nickop can continue building this advantage. Asteroids will be critical here in a moment. We'll see if they go evenly, one to each player, or if one player is able to capitalize both and really take a major swing in this game. Grim on the back foot now. Nickop building the lead even more and pushing into. I'm not sure. Grim might be down to no point defense planets, which if left will be pretty disastrous in the long term here. Looks like Grim is able to stabilize a little bit though.
Oh, what a lucky spawn for that asteroid. It's swung right up.
We'll see how lucky it is when Nickop comes over to invade. Ideally, you're looking for like an asteroid right on your home planet if you're in a losing position. That way it's more likely to go, 1-1. But
now,
Nickop not
content.
applying much pressure
Yeah.
to this asteroid. Almost at fleet capacity, actually. But Nickop just keeps pushing into blue planets here. Grim losing a fair amount of ships here. Asteroid going the way of red. But I think Grim will get one asteroid here.
Yeah, Nick really wasn't pushing that asteroid, so...
Yeah, I mean, Nickop knew, he's progressing through some good attacks. Didn't need that other asteroid. Didn't want to get distracted, maybe. Still in a winning position.
Oh, just left that a little too early. Hate to see it.
Yeah, these blue planets are ready to fall, though. Very few turrets left. Nickop cutting in, taking those planets from Grim here. Grim down a lot of territory, activating that defense ability, hoping to hold on to what little planets blue team has.
I like the speed once they cast that ability and just moving around as fast as possible. That's pretty smart.
No, yeah, Grim has done a good job, recapturing these planets here. And as I say that, Grim is back in the lead, almost. It's very close now. But, Grim really came back there through some good attacks, and that ability definitely helped there. Was able to hold on to a lot of planets and make that favorable trade. Was down for a while, but then activated that ability, did some good attacks, was able to come back. Nickop now trying to do the same thing with that ability active right now. Slightly in the lead, pushing Grim back. Second asteroids are out too. Nickop beginning mining. Grim has to be careful. Down on ships again. And currently both asteroids are in red, though Grim actually takes that one in the background. But I expect Nick to be fighting hard for both these asteroids here. If Nickop can secure both these asteroids, this will put Grim in a very, very bad position here. So Grim needs to find a way to get one.
Yeah, I was kind of curious.
Playing from behind with low ship counts right now, so easier said than done.
I thought Nick was waiting to use that ability until those second asteroids spawned in. But
Nickop gets one.
Nice.
Grim in a rough position, doesn't have a lot of ships. Nickop going for the second.
This could be really bad here.
Grim trying to maybe take planets, maybe try to cut power here. Does technically have the asteroid right now, but wouldn't be surprised if Nick comes in any second here. Grim fighting dearly for this last asteroid, but 70 ships on it from red will spell disaster. Ability activated right now, keeping... Oh yeah, I guess there's home base shields on this planet. I thought it was the defense ability, but no. There are home base shields, so it's a little harder to breach that final layer, but Nickop knows how to do it with all these battleships. He's accumulating here.
And they just took that second asteroid.
Yeah, 30 turrets with planetary shield, though. Nickop might be debating going for the sun here. But, at this point, Grim has very little ships to fight back. And it's almost completely at the mercy of Nickop. And we all know Nickop is not merciful, so this game should be over very soon. Though all those buff turrets, Nickop going in, taking severe losses against this planet. Look at that bar go down and down, losing 40 ships there at least. Still in a leading position, but that home, I wouldn't have attacked the home base while those turret buffs are active. It's no joke. I'm not sure turrets are cracked.
Little excitement there, probably. A little too excited.
Yeah.
Thinking about that win.
Yeah.
Have to calm down a little bit.
Nickop, that just shows, like, even if you're winning, you still have to be careful. That could have been really bad, and, Grim's chances of coming back went from like 0% to like a solid 20, I'd say, after that kind of bit of a disastrous attack there. And we see already that blue home planet's building up the turrets again. It's almost back at its full 30, if not already. So, you know, Nickop threw away 40 ships for little benefit there. And if Grim's able to get this asteroid too, it was so close. It was a second away from being mined there. That's tough to watch. That could have been exactly what Grim needed to get back into this game. You're gonna fight for dear life here, but Red just has too many ships.
Yeah, if I'm Nick, I'm just gonna camp this asteroid.
I think Grim just needs to run and preserve all those ships, you know?
Yeah. We've seen this in the last
here.
few tournaments where people just throw ships at the asteroid and it just speeds up the loss.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame them though. You know, if that opponent gets the asteroids, it's doomed.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely hard. Grim's kind of last chance here is that Nickop makes another sort of risky or, you know, costly attack on blue territory, and he's able to, you know, have enough ships left to actually, you know, play a factor in that fight and really, you know, actually take the lead there and not just, you know, you always want to have ships, right? If you have no ships, you have no sort of power or, you know, to influence the match. So keeping ships is very, very important.
Try to steal this.
Yeah, was maybe hoping it with those buff turrets. Oh, power cut though.
Nice.
I don't know if Grim sees it, but Red doesn't have power there. Comes in, cleans up those turrets, secures that planet. Needs to keep Nickop back. Really can. Yes, no power again by cutting off that side planet.
This
and
could
with
be
the shield
close.
hard, he might get this asteroid.
Oh my goodness. This is gonna be a close one.
Nickop coming in with all those giant bugs.
No, I think he's gonna get it.
Come on!
Oh man! Oh,
No!
Grim was close. That was...
Again, for the second time, the asteroid right in front of Grim's base gets sniped by Nickop when it has a few seconds remaining on that clock.
Brutal. That was so close.
Unlucky.
Yeah.
Now here comes Nickop with
power,
a ton of battleships. Gonna be looking like he has a shielded planet of his own attacking this planet here with all those battleships in the red fleet here.
Gonna need to be careful because that is their only power right there.
Oh! Can Grim clean up some of these battleships?
Nick is gonna have to lock down that torpedo planet.
Yeah, Nick has enough ships to do it. Could have taken the sun 5 minutes ago, but you know, different ways to play it. That's why whenever there's ever power shenanigans and you have a big lead, you can just take the sun, and your opponent really can't do anything about it. But and there we go. He heard what I'm saying, obviously, and. Yeah, the one disadvantage is when you are taking the sun, you know, there's windows for your opponent to maybe, get some asteroids or just take some planets while you're not really paying attention, because you do have to sort of, hold down that sun in the middle.
Yeah, let's see if Grim tries to do anything cheeky.
Grim hoping to maybe get some asteroids, get some planets here,
I think with that power cut up, they can get that asteroid at least.
And Grim might have the ability up in time. It's going to be close. Grim waiting for that god ability to be ready. Can he use it? I wonder if the turrets will have enough range to shoot from these adjacent moons at the invading ships.
I'm Grim. Yeah, there you go. Pop that ability.
Turrets are buffed. I'm
Go
looking
take
at
that
those moon
planet.
turrets.
Go take. Oh, there you go. Nick is separating the torpedoes out. Or torpedo planet.
Grim holding on for dear life, even amidst the sun buff.
It's almost like this map was designed for defense. Yeah, those moon turrets are they're not contributing a lot, but they are helping.
Yeah.
To make it a little harder.
Look at that.
Yeah,
Grim is actually swinging back into this.
Is it a range buff, Nathan, or is it just a offensive?
It was a slight range buff, but not a lot. Not as much as it used to be. The main thing is just that they shoot like a bit faster, which, as you have seen, can do pretty quick damage to a fleet. But they have just enough of a range buff to get like the the first shot in like a laser ship, whereas normally
Yeah,
they
yeah.
have the same distance. So it is definitely a very big factor in these last
And
minutes.
Grim, as been talking, Grim is not that far behind, and now we're going to map collapse here, which
Probably
but
bad
when you're
for Grim,
behind,
actually,
you don't want
yeah.
map collapse to happen. So Grim is not really in favor of this, but not that far behind. And actually, Grim and Nickop are almost even here. If Grim
maybe
wins this
Grim could
match,
go
this would
for
be
the enemy home
huge
base,
comeback.
right? Just go straight. You don't have to try and get power on the way there.
Yeah.
I mean, yes,
That
the power
might
is
be
now
viable.
irrelevant. And a lot of these planets are starting to just get sucked into that black hole. Nickop definitely, though, even if we're looking at the minimap, I also know Nickop's fleet is very rich in battleships, which is, something not visualized on our indicator there. But, Nick's been consistently getting asteroids. So the lead that Nickop has in just fleet, strength is sort of underrepresented, I think, by the minimap. So it's very rough position for Grim here. Though still has that home planet shield, and those turrets are building up. Nothing like the 30 they used to be, but those 7 last turrets are going to be fighting strong, and we'll see what can happen here. Nickop going for the home base. Has a lot of those battleships.
Grim's gonna have that ability up pretty soon. That's gonna be devastating. Just keep it.
Yeah.
There it is. Oh, would have waited until he got a little closer.
Those moons are actually drifting closer to the home planet, I think, due to map collapse. So those 10 those 10 turrets on those moons. I almost think, like, as Nickop, you have to actually kill the turret moons before you kind of go, like, because those won't regenerate. The home planet ones will. So, the fact that there's still 10, 9, and, 10 on those means Nickop has never attacked those moons. Which on this map is an actual consideration, I think.
It is, yeah. This is the only map that uses the moons like that as a help to defend the home planet. So, yeah. Gotta factor that in.
Yeah, I'm not sure what these players are hoping to achieve by, fighting over these planets here. I mean, you can have a little bit of production, but it's nothing really to write home about, considering, the planets are dying, the moons are, you only got so much time before everything is consumed. And here comes Nickop. Tons of ships. Looking rough for Grim. Just a few blue ships left. Fighting. No ability to save the blue team here either. And it looks like the mighty Blue Empire will be falling here to the Red Horde.
A little bit of a bow from Grim there. That was an epic match. What a comeback.
Yeah, that was an awesome match to watch. Great performance. Grim really held in there way longer than I thought, to be honest. I did not think it was going to go to map collapse.
For a reason.
Yeah, Sandia is no noob. And neither is ABC. Both been around for a long time.
Yeah.
ABC going to start with the, fan favorite strategy of going for this point defense planet right off rip here. Sandia opting for the same thing. Interesting, ABC going for that second planet. Usually players will focus on moons right after the point defense, but maybe hoping to, increase production a little bit there. There's no rigs or anything on any of these planets, so all good old fashioned moon production. Back in the day, before many of you were born, just kidding. But a while ago in Gods of Gravity's infancy, some people don't know, but there was our first major update was called Rocks to Riches, and that actually added the drones that mine for the moons. And before that, it was just you just kind of produce ships. It was a very, very arbitrary system. So those little drones that we love have not always been around. Fun fact.
Very fun fact.
Yeah, no, I remember Nathan came to stay with me, to grind out that update. We didn't live together, and now we don't live together right now either. But you know, we knew we needed the camaraderie element, so to grind out the Rocks Torches update. So he's staying with me. We ate like ramen only, and then worked for like a week straight. Good times.
Yeah, that sound of me working on the supernova or whatever will forever be ingrained in my memory. I was just like, we were, you know, eating up our ramen or whatever, and I was just like grinding out this like sound. It's like, dude, what does a supernova sound like when it goes off? I don't know.
No, yeah, I remember when you were developing the supernova effect. That was like one of our early sort of players and beta testers, D2 Whiplash, I think.
Yeah,
I think he has a legend video or something. Anyways, it was I remember he was testing our supernova and he was like, "This is lame." Like, and I was like, "Okay, I agree. Like, how do I make it better?" And she sent me some like video references from other games, and so I definitely had a lot of fun building out that the supernova effect that you see in the game today. Nathan had a, you know, it was I'm not an audio engineer, so there was no sound until Nathan finally added some, and it was I think it sounds pretty good.
Yeah, if I recall, actually, a very funny version of it. I don't know if anyone ever got to see this, but one version of the supernova literally just faded the entire screen to white.
Yes, that's the version. B2 Whiplash was like, "This sucks." Like, literally, there was no effect. It was just everyone got flashbanged.
Nice.
Anyway, speaking of bangs, look at this. Look at these missiles go. This planet right here, I think, is very crucial on this map.
Yeah.
Steve, I guess you might know better. But it looks like it's really critical to getting power at, like, you know, a lot of places.
Yeah, when this one was made, that was a big request, was power cutoff shenanigans. So yeah, you can do that a lot on this map, and you have to be very
and having power is super important for these asteroids here. And we've seen some big swings in the last minute. I think, you know, it was tied up for most of the early game, and now the players have been fighting. Sandia was down, but managed to swing back there with some good engagements here, and now it's pretty much even. But actually, as I say that, Sandia is looking slightly behind, but definitely anyone's game at this point. Sandia also has the ability. ABC already used their ability, and now Sandia in a powerful position to activate that when the time is right.
Yeah, I thought we'd see a lot more volatility in here as well, since it had that new change to the ability with Missile Mayhem, but I guess not.
Yeah, but defense on this map, I think, is particularly meaningful, because I feel like a lot of maps, you know, they have mining rigs, which means that there aren't as many moons, and defense really is strong when there are moons on the map. So I think it's also just because of the map.
That's a good call.
Which is what I'm a lot of hearing from the top players are saying, that a lot of the gods are map dependent now, which is, it takes a lot of knowledge to know what's going to work.
That's actually
There's no one size fits all.
Yeah, I like that.
So yeah, that ability going off, using it to expand a bit.
Both these players have great movement and awareness.
Yeah, Sandia was able to use that ability to really, you know, fortify their territory. They were a little bit behind, but now look at that. You know, they've regained a lot of territory here and are well set up for these asteroids. Which I guess right on time there at the 5-minute mark.
Lots of exchanges.
That was a good critical moment to make sure you have power over a large area.
Because if you're fighting, like, the main reason you'll lose an asteroid is if you're behind on ships, or if you just simply are like too far to, you know, get the power there. But it looks like they're actually going to be asteroids right behind the home base, so there's really no way to. I think this just has to go 1-on-1 here. Both players are so evenly matched in the asteroid spawns, where, you know,
right next to the home bases here. If this splits. Nobody has really gone for the heavy lasers, which
it's a risky commitment.
Yeah.
And when these players are so evenly matched, you know, any risks can be you know, exploited against you. And, you know, Sandia losing some chips there, getting the bonus, but ABC's about to redeem that bonus as well.
Yeah, I know there's been a request from some players to revisit some of the ranked maps, and when I do, I'll check and see if it's worth it to remove the heavy lasers or reduce the turrets or something.
I don't know. I think having high risk options is pretty cool, because you know, having choices and really thinking critically about what you're doing. You know, I feel like in some cases it is good to go for them, in other cases, you know, it's not worth the risk. But it's always having the option, you know.
Yeah, Sandia's done a good job. Was looking a little rough, but it's now done a good job keeping ABC at bay here.
Yeah, one thing about Sandia is I think their late game's stronger than their early game. So this will be curious
Yeah,
to see.
I think I agree with that. Sandia making some questionable decisions, attacking ABC while that ability is active. I think lost a lot of chips because of it.
Yeah,
Was in a really strong position before ABC used that ability, but now through the duration of the ability has fallen behind on chips, and that's not really what you want to see here.
Yeah, Sandia's kind of just ignoring the ability, which I don't think is smart there.
Yeah, still in this though, and but has to be careful. When that defense ability is active, you're going to be suffering a lot more losses than you think, especially against, well, I mean, obviously against planets, but especially with all these high turret moons around.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if they'll use the ability and do their own rush, or if they're going to hold it.
Yeah, ABC has a lot of territory, but not a lot of ships, so I think Sandia could take away some of these. I feel like there's probably a lot of free planets now that there's no red ability up.
Yeah, he may want to use it when it gets close, if he can push the power out.
Sandia coming back. Asteroid going to go the way of red. Has to be careful here. Sandia's asteroid mining is behind, and now that ABC's gotten that asteroid bonus, could come and try to make a last-minute play for that blue asteroid. And it's going to do it, I think. I think ABC is trying to go for that asteroid. Not on screen right now, but... Yep, and it's going to get it on red. Sandia cannot afford to lose this asteroid. But the problem was, because Sandia took so long to mine this one, ABC was able to mine theirs on the other side of the map, get that bonus, and then come over. And since they were so evenly matched on ship counts, and now ABC getting both the asteroids here. Can Sandia camp this spawn and kill a lot of the ships?
They left before.
I think was able to get half of them there. I'm not sure how many losses Sandia suffered, but generally when ships spawn on a planet and you have a bunch of ships everywhere, you're going to kind of kill them before they can really do anything.
But look at this. I feel like Sandia should have used this a while back to protect that asteroid. ABC.
Yeah, well, there are no more shields on the asteroid, so it's
no, I mean to protect the power, because the power was crushing in, and I thought, he was going to protect his power lines.
But as I say that, ABC, I don't know what ABC just did, but now ABC is not doing so hot on ship count.
I did not see that either.
Sandia has the ability activated. I suspect it was just another sort of reckless attack against a defended planet. You never underestimate how powerful those shielded planets are with those buff turrets.
Yeah, that was a good call. What a swing. But now, as we say that, ABC's ability's up, and they can use it.
No, yeah, sometimes in these matches, with the mirror matches, it ends up being like both players have the abilities at the same time. But here we've really seen like they've never had them at the same time. It's sort of one person use, then it'll wear off, and then the other person. So going very back and forth too on the ship counts too. That defense ability is very powerful, and just having it charged, and ready to go, can create big swings. But Sandia having a lot of chips here, and as Steve was saying, this is where Sandia really shines. It's in the late game here with big armies, and this is not what you want to, be going up against as ABC here. ABC had such a great showing in the early game, in the middle game, and had some great asteroid, steals, but Sandia is gaining momentum here.
Never seen Sandia mess up with the abilities up, so we'll have to see if he manages to kind of keep the lead.
Yeah, generally when the other person has their defense ability active, just try to defend your own territory, and try not to really attack unless it's super critical. But usually it's not. Usually you just want to prevent them from gaining territory, because if they're attacking your planet, they don't have turrets, they don't have a shield, there's no bonuses there, right?
Right. And that was a smart play by ABC. He did exactly what he should do. He stayed out of the trouble, just kind of kept the lead, ran away, and now he can make the swing when his ability comes up.
Sandia also getting that heavy laser planet, just kind of icing on the cake here. Going to be getting those integrated into the blue fleet. But ABC in a rough spot, unable to really make big swings against Sandia here, who's just consistently kind of encroaching and building up an advantage. We'll see. There are asteroids. There's one to the left of camera that ABC is actually getting. Sandia, you know, is very... Oh, sees that one asteroid. Now, probably, usually when your brain sees one asteroid, you're like, oh, asteroids, and then you're thinking about the other. So, yeah. Sandia last second, gonna make sure those don't go the way of red here. Because, you know, Sandia has enough ships to really deny all of those things, so...
I think if I'm Sandia, I'm gonna use that ability, cut off the power, and push the lead.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of ways to close out the game here. I mean, Sandia has just done a good job, you know, consistently on the attack. You know, pushing ABC back. Has not had any swings against him. Been playing fairly safe, but you know, still aggressively, and gonna go for the sun here to really close out this game. And, you know, I like using that ability while you're attacking the sun because it means normally, well, all your ships are occupied attacking the sun. So, you know, it's a good, normally it's a good moment for someone to come in, you know, steal some planets and stuff. ABC just getting an asteroid. Though with those wormholes set up, the asteroids is being sent, those ships are being sent sort of into the sun there. ABC knows this is sort of the final stand here, but, yeah. Gonna snatch up those last ships here.
Blue team has been powered up by the star.
Oh, I saw Sandia like reach behind his head.
Oh, I think Sandia may lose some to the solar flare there. I don't think you grab them all. Nope. Sandia got a little too excited. Yep.
Yeah, I don't think it was gonna matter. Sandia worked hard to build a very big lead here, but again, I would be careful. He has the ability up. This could be a meat grinder in here. I would just like go first by taking out those turrets. Just go in a loop, just murder those turrets, then go in.
Yep. You're gonna have to be so careful. He just lost the power.
Yeah, ABC fighting for his life here, trying to cut power, trying to do anything to keep this blue army off the home base. But Sandia just had such a large army that it can split here, protect that planet, protect the home. If there was ever a time to use the defense ability, it's now. But you know, I don't even think that'll save it here. And it looks like Sandia will take the dub here after being behind all early game. Was managed to, once it got into the late game, just keep little by little build an advantage, and yeah. Love to see a good comeback.
Mm-hmm. So you gotta be really careful with Sandia. That late game, he is a master of the late game, and if you let him stick around, it spells trouble.
Yes, and that red planet will fall here. We will be right back with our next match.
That was going on. This is, I think, the first one, this Mango. But a lot of players all gathered together and got themselves some fruit titles, which was pretty interesting. Right. I think Exeter's banana, Redacted is apple, and Alec, I think, is grape. I want to say watermelon. I don't know.
Watermelon?
This is a wacky time.
Yeah, I don't know. We had a fruit gang. We had a turkey gang. Yeah. No Santa gang, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's not Christmas yet.
Yeah, not quite. But I love seeing Frosty the Gogman.
Yeah, that's good.
Frosty the Gogman, what a joy. Took his ships and he attacked the red. I don't know. Yeah.
The pirate turkey? I don't even know. That's great.
Yeah, fairly standard play. Point defense, then torpedo, and also that production planet. We've got another defense mirror. Seems to be the preferred pick. Or at least the safest choice on this map.
Yeah, I've heard that some people are saying that volatility is actually the best one, but if you're going to do defense, you got to mirror defense. So it's more so like maybe it's like a counter type of deal.
That's so weird. I figured the volatility defense kind of like counter would be pretty solid.
I mean, volatility does have the potential with Missile Mayhem to crack through those shields and really overwhelm.
But it is pretty risky still, I think, by comparison.
Yeah.
Because there's turret range, yeah.
But if you know, you got some shields and, you know,
Yeah.
some early skirmishes around the point defense here. Duck trying to go in and attack here, but Aiden's gonna hold the line. No, the point defense. Yeah, Blazer Duck really, making some sort of throwaway attacks on this planet. I don't know if I would be, wary here because Aiden's in a lead. If ever, so just slightly here.
Laser Deck trying the psychological games.
Oh. Laser Duck has to be careful. You don't want to fall into an early deficit here. As I say that, though, was able to make some good kills there.
Dead even, though. What do you think? Do you mirror the ability? You just hit it right off the bat? Or do you wait?
You wait. I mean, I'd wait until he tries to attack my planet, and then I'd use the ability. And
you don't want to be too far
I think
behind.
if you use it now, then it'll be ready again to go for the asteroids. I just definitely think you need it for the asteroids. So either use it now or you hold it and don't use it. I think asteroids are such a critical time. These fights are so drawn out, and blue team was able to. Okay, we'll see if this pays off.
Yeah.
Aiden, I'm sure happy to just wait here.
Yeah. I saw Sandia do this last game, and actually they left a little early, but I would have done this exact same thing. Just hold on to a planet you have, let them come at you.
Oh, Aiden making some aggressive plays, cleaning up a lot of these ships, built a significant ship lead in the early game here.
Like, Aiden could take that.
Doesn't have the ability,
doesn't really need to,
but will have it before Duck here.
Getting a little aggressive, trying to steal that torpedo planet.
They're not going to hold blue team off for now.
I don't know if it's necessary.
Holding this torpedo planet. Blue team kind of going to the meat grinder a little bit here for this planet.
I think they're going to
take a lot of turrets and defending ships here. But if Blazer Duck takes this planet here...
Blazer just got a little too careless on the micromanaging, went outside the orbit.
Here comes blue team. Now, I would not be fighting to retake this. Blazer Duck is just going to throw away all the remaining ships here. You can't be fighting from behind, especially when you don't own the planet. Those turrets are just, extra, just pushed over the edge, and then it's not a good time. Relentless, though. Asteroid's gonna be out in 2 seconds.
If he leaves that moon, though, yep, exactly.
I thought it was gonna be 2 seconds, but it's more like maybe 10 or something. We're about to get them, though. It's past the 5-minute mark.
There they are.
Have appeared.
Oh, the smart move, taking that one first.
Yeah, as Blazer Duck, you need to cut power to that point defense. Take the point defense right now, it only has 7, and then just get that asteroid. But you can't let him hold that planet, otherwise Aiden's just going to attack.
Yep, Aiden's ability's ready.
Yeah, Blazer Duck maybe use the ability. Oh, but that planet fell. And now Aiden's going to use that to hold that planet to basically guarantee this double asteroid here.
Let's see.
Yeah, blue team holding power with that planet, which is currently protected by the shield. Blazer Duck doesn't have the resources or ships able to really contest that. The other asteroid just mined in the back for blue here. And this second one will follow suit shortly. Unless, actually, I was going to say, there was a moment there where Blazer Duck could have cut power and then, maybe made a play there. Because Aiden did leave a planet with only 4 turrets left there. But still has that backup secondary power on the point defense, so it wasn't really possible to take those.
Now, that's a really smart play by Aiden.
Yeah, and now Aiden's just built a massive lead here. Will not even need to wait for the second pair of asteroids. Though, as I say that, you look at 42 ships and like all buffed, and then the 30 turrets around it, and you're like, I don't know.
I
I don't know
still
if I
wouldn't
want to
push
go
in
there.
Yeah, I wouldn't push in yet. Just
wait
let
the
that
30
timer count
seconds.
out. Yeah.
And then that might be a good time.
I mean, yeah, there's no rush here. If you're Aiden, you're in the lead. Play it cool. You can take the win.
Shield's about to fall here. That buff is flickering out.
Aiden's kept
And
that
now-
radio ship alive this entire time, too, which is absolutely hilarious.
Yep. And now here comes Aiden.
That's really
Another asteroid amusingly appearing right here, but
Aiden's still being wary.
It's always a champ.
yeah, Aiden just has so many ships, and Blazer Duck doesn't have that many, so it's very, very hard for Aiden to mess this up here,
It's just a matter
and
of
hard for
turrets
Blazer
now.
Duck. Yeah. So
It's symbolic of the loss of turkeys when Christmas comes around.
Yeah.
You know, turkeys cannot survive in this economy.
It's never a good time for turkeys this time of
even
year.
the most cutthroat of pirate turkeys cannot beat the Santa onslaught.
Cannot meet bad Santa. Laser Duck going out. Last. Oh, we did get
And
that.
boom. The disrespect of getting an asteroid bonus on the enemy home planet is crazy.
That was really smart play by Aiden. That entire match was very smart, well played. Laser Duck did a good job, but Aiden just played that match perfectly.
Yeah, and there we go. Both players going to celebrate. Though. Exciting match to watch here, and we'll be back with the next quarterfinals. All right, here we go. Welcome to the semifinals, guys. We've got Sandia on the blue team going up against Nickop on the red team, both playing God of Defense.
Both tournament winners,
and
by the way.
Yeah. And employing the classic opener of Point Defense. Yeah. Nathan or Steve, while we're still just in the very early stages of this match, we've seen this opener, many times here. But you want to talk a little bit about the God Creator release, and maybe what cool gods you've seen from the community?
Ooh. Steve, you want to get into stuff? I know I've seen a lot of interesting things. One of the things I've really liked is there's a channel now in the server where people are posting some of their ideas they've been making. And one person decided that they were going to go all out and make a god for every single ability in the game that has, passives tuned to the thing. Almost as though there's like 40 new gods. It's kind of
Yeah, it's
a
wild.
wild task to take on. But Steve, are there any of your favorites you've seen?
Oh gosh, I'm trying to think. One cool thing I've seen is
And also, I feel like I can't not say anything. Yes. So back in the match, it was Sandia was suffering early in the game here. Has a lot of territory, but did struggle to hold on to this the point defense planet here, and
they stole both of them.
Nickop here with an early lead. This is a classic Sandia, as start the game behind and then come back in the late game and win. But we'll see. Nickop, of course, is a top player, so I'm not sure the start from behind strategy.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Always
dangerous
works.
here.
Yeah.
Very dangerous.
Start from behind strategy.
Start from behind. Yeah. What is that? The Rocky strategy, right? Yes, lots of cool gods. One of the cool things that I like is I've seen players picking maps and making maps and using map creator and then adding god creator to really customize the experience. That's been fun, and we've seen a good mix of gods, because obviously the first thing players do is they get god creator and they make this super OP god. And I was like, that's fun for a little bit. But what I'm seeing now is gods who have mixes of positives and negatives. And that's where I think the real like beauty of God Creator will start to come in, is there's more balance between the gods they're creating, and they're tailored to the maps. And some gods have pluses and some gods have negatives. And yeah, we're seeing that. And that's been something I've really been excited about. So I don't have a specific one, but I do think.
Ooh.
Nickop chasing there, but
Jeez.
with no power.
Yeah, I've definitely done that where like when you're losing a fight, you just need to get out of there really fast. You just throw your ships off to the side, you know, just because you need to get them out of there as fast as possible. Yeah, I think. But on that front, there was a brief period where people were trying to compete to make the most powerful gods. So it's like, you know, taking advantage of the fact that you can make powerful gods and trying to make an OP god that's more OP than the other person's OP god. Also, this is a crazy fight. I'm liking that there's not even wormholes here. It's just like, you know, holding, moving, manipulating.
Oh, Sandia goes in just as Nickop leaves.
Yo.
Nickop trying to get that. Oh, one turret left. Oh, but Nickop coming in. The opportune moment here. Sandia behind on ships fairly significantly, but you know, it is the strategy after all.
Yeah, and for those who aren't familiar, well, hopefully you are familiar if you've seen, if you're keeping up to date with tournaments. Nick is the previous tournament winner, as you can see from that badge. So definitely a very powerful foe, even if they are. I mean, they're pretty old, I'd say, by comparison. I think they're about the same time as ABC joined. So, yeah, this is a really important match, I think, for Nick.
Yeah, Sandia does have, well, both sides have the ability up. Will Sandia use this ability on defense here? Lost that planet, though, so it kind of the moment's over.
Yeah, I think they probably just need to wait this one out.
Yeah, here. Sandia, please don't attack the red planet right now.
He's going to. And he's losing ships.
Yeah, losing territory there. This is pretty rough.
And now is actually at fleet capacity here as Nick encroaches on this torpedo planet. Sandia fighting. Surprised I don't see this ability go off there. And now Nickop has control of this planet and has that shield there. On the tail end of this ability, it's about to expire. But
don't rush.
Will Sandia's position be too far from behind to play here?
There we go. Let's see. That was a smart use right there.
Okay.
Come back.
Regaining some planets. Nickop, I hear chunking through this torpedo. Sandia coming in to defend.
Sandia, I feel like
but also, Nick might have enough of a fleet lead to be able to actually stop
Sandia suffering massive losses there. Nickop intercepting Sandia when on that attack here.
Yeah, I get what Sandia was doing, though, trying to use the ability to expand safely, but I think in this case it didn't quite pay off as well as
I think Sandia waited too long, was just too far behind I'm not
really sure. Yeah, that was tough, though. I don't think they should have used it while Nick's ability was active, but at the same time, like, now Nick has too much of a lead.
I think they should have used it once Nick started attacking that torpedo planet, like as soon as that...
right then, yeah.
Yeah, that was a good choice then.
Because once Nick got that torpedo planet, it was rough.
So, Sandia, if I'm Sandia, I'm just going to try to be very careful. But if I'm Nick here, this is where you push Sandia, because you don't want him in the late game.
100%.
You want him
As
right
Nick,
now.
you're trying to get this asteroid here.
Yeah. And
you're trying to just, like...
Just hold this asteroid.
You can go for the... You're just trying to kill.
You hold this asteroid, you take both asteroids, and you push in.
Sandia disappearing, either voluntarily or involuntarily.
Unclear.
Just gonna chill.
I'll send a message in Discord, but I think at this point...
I don't think...
I mean, Nickop no doubt had a,
I think it was pretty much over,
Had a very commanding lead.
Yeah, all Nick
and of course, there are no rules in the tournament that say you have to do anything when your opponent leaves.
Although it is usually good sportsmanship if you're in the mid game to wait. I'd say towards the end, though, if they leave right when their home base is about to be taken, probably fair game to just finish out the match. But I'll wait, and I'm messaging Sandia right now.
Well, Sandia can come back if
they desire.
Sandia wishes, but even coming back would not save. Even a player cannot save.
Yeah.
From Nickop's wrath here.
I think Nickop played this perfectly well. He didn't let Sandia hang on and make that, Sandia classic comeback. So I think we were headed towards this win anyway.
Red team has been powered up by the star.
Yeah, and here comes Nickop with this sun buff.
Blue team has lost control of their home base.
All right.
Blue team will fall. Nickop will be moving on to the finals.
Nice.
All right,
Finally.
the fabled, theoretically best god on this map. Volatility coming in from the real Pride Oreos on the blue team, going up against Alec on the red team, playing as God of Defense. We've seen defense all tournament, but will the real Pride Oreos be able to come out here with this volatility pick and, you know, maybe show us that volatility can hold its own against defense on this map? Or will it just reiterate the point that defense is supreme? We'll find out.
No, they've got the blue title. They've got the headset on. Looks like they're ready to go.
Locked in, ready to game.
Yep.
Yeah, Steve. Well, I guess I can talk about it. So for those unaware, there were very, very minor changes to volatility in the last update, which I think have, for a lot of people, made it a very interesting pick in tournaments. So as people know, it gets a chance to cause an explosion when it kills things. And for a while that was random, but now it happens at set intervals. So after like every 7 kills, I think, there's guaranteed to be an explosion, which some people have used tactically. Most of the time, though, it just means that you get kills more consistently. You hear it there.
It basically means no complaining about your chances.
No RNG complaining now,
RNG.
basically.
Yep.
But the overall rate of it is about the same, and the playstyle is pretty similar too. It really excels when it can, fight against a cluster of ships.
But the god ability is the main thing.
Oh, the god ability is the main thing, yeah. So we will see it pretty soon, but instead of having nukes, it now has an ability called Missile Mayhem, which basically makes every single ship in your fleet that can shoot missiles instead of lasers, which you can just use to cause some very intense carnage, especially potent because there's not that much point defense on this map. And I hear that, since point defense is the only thing that can stop a missile, that can make a big difference. We're seeing here, though, that
micro would be good,
Micro would be pretty good, especially since missiles are a little slower than lasers.
Man, Alec's putting on the pressure really early.
Yeah, they've got the ability ready already. It doesn't last for that long, though, so you do want to really pick your battles. Because you don't want to wait so long that Alec's defense ability charges.
Yeah, I mean, you just want to be using it.
Yeah.
The sooner you activate, there's always, with God abilities, like the sooner you activate it, the sooner the next one's going to be ready. But also you want to wait for the opportune movement so that it's effective. So it's a hard balance,
Yeah, very tricky.
In this case, do you wait until Alec pops the shields and then use it?
Yeah. Are the production rates the same as with these gods? Because Alex,
I believe so.
A lot of ships here.
I believe so as well.
Yeah, production rates are normalized for everything except for the actual god of production. I think it's largely because defense's moons are a lot easier to hold because of those extra turrets. So they've had moons for a bit longer, I think, than Pride Oreos has. And that has made a big difference.
Oh, there we go. All right,
Oh,
let's see what
there
happens.
goes shields.
And now, Alec on the offense here. Oh, it's going to be a meat grinder at that planet.
What are you
As Pride
doing?
Oreos, I would not be fighting there
I
right
would
now.
not go there, yeah. It's
Not
a little bit.
especially not by using the ability, maybe, but that's just brutal. Now
Oh, but now
take
it's
that.
zero, though.
Go swoop in.
All right, there we go.
Interesting.
But yeah, I think it's a bit too risky
Yeah.
to try and take on those turrets.
Yeah.
100%. We've been talking this whole day about how risky it is to attack a defense shielded planet, and Alec DJ going in, no power against the blue home base here. Definitely, kind of like Alec was definitely very confident there. Just kind of like, oh, I have such a lead, I'm going in. And then no power and a little bit of a smackdown,
Alec-
but
Pride
still
Oreos
very
not
much in the
using
lead
ability,
here.
though.
yeah, if I'm Alec, I
Interesting.
think I'd just split your forces if you want. This is,
Yeah, try to make sure you've got a good, secure power footing.
yeah.
But they've overextended so far that the number of turrets they're getting on each planet is not actually that much. So it's pretty easy for Pride Oreos to come in and take it back. Although, as I say that, they are losing ships.
Yeah, Pride Oreos down to the very last ships here. Just kind of been a bit, tossing him in on these attacks and, but somehow
power,
keep
yeah.
losing power. Alec somehow does not have power here. So Pride Oreo has been doing a good job cutting power and then sort of playing with that here and keeping Alec and his massive army at bay.
Alec could camp that.
Alec looking at like, oh, don't take that power cut there.
Yeah, I think if I'm Alec, I'd hold these down, wait for my ability to pop, and
The
then
first asteroids have appeared.
take the home base.
Yeah, Pride Oreos not having a lot of ships here to Alec's numerous ones, and asteroids are out, but I'm not sure it's even going to be a factor. I wouldn't be surprised though if Alec takes some time to play patiently and gather up those asteroids here, not wanting to just get super careless. And you know, this will give Pride Oreos an opportunity to, you know, maybe expand here a little bit. But when you're operating with so few ships, you have to play very slow, and you can't really quickly, you know, expand. Blue with 0 at the home base for a second. That was a rough look real quick, and it looks like Alec mined that asteroid in the back, and it's going to be able to secure this one. Just you know, playing patiently, gathering. It doesn't want to make any reckless sort of plays. Might as well get those asteroids. You know, at this point in the tournament, you don't want to throw any match you would otherwise win.
Control.
Yeah, just use the ability, secure your power, wrap this up.
Yeah, and here comes Alec using that defense shield on the enemy home planet. We'll definitely be able to hold that, and has enough ships to really, you know, fortify these supporting planets and keep.
Yeah, I don't think
power
Missile
here.
Mayhem is quite enough to stand up to that, unfortunately. But I see the flashing red.
Now I know dice there.
And here we go. The last. Oh,
There you go.
but
Red
it's
Pride
slightly
is
early.
forfeiting it out. Yep, smart play. This is gonna be good.
Santa versus reindeer, guys. This is going to be iconic. We've got Alec DJ on the blue team going against 13, Aiden 22 on the red team. Blue team is Team Reindeer. Red team is Team Santa. So, I don't know what your favorite, you know, holiday themed mascot is, but you know, this is the time.
What happened to
to
Alec
care.
there? Not take. Oh, so we got a little different strategy by Aiden. They didn't take the point defense right off the
Aiden
bat.
playing aggressively, going to rush this torpedo planet and then rush the opponent's point defense. We'll see if this more aggressive opener pays off.
That's interesting.
If you're in the chat, let us know if you think that's a good opener, or why maybe, you know, it's Aiden's thinking of doing that.
Oh, I thought they'd take that other one, but yeah, they swung
Not
back.
gonna go super aggressive, just gonna, you know, do a slightly more reserved play.
If there's any lore for seeing a reindeer oppose Santa, like what does this
I don't
mean?
know.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. The only thing I can think of is Rudolph, and they got made a reindeer out of the sled.
Nick says it actually seems like it seems like it'll pay off.
Oh,
We'll see. It's very, very even. Maybe there's an extra like one torpedo on
One extra
red team
torpedo.
here,
yeah.
but
I
one
mean,
torpedo could be all the difference. Though Aiden is in a slight lead here. Let's not dismiss that.
Until then.
That galactic
People
hero
can't
for
seem
the
to be in
Triumph
favor.
Pirate.
Right, both players playing pretty cautiously.
Alex
Alex saying no. Oh, that's careful.
Alec getting cocky with a little gesture, just to have Aiden throw some ships in its face and, you know, take some ships there. Both players in standoff here. Asteroids are not for another 2.5 minutes.
I think Aiden has the
Aiden
winter
building
trail
a lead,
as
though.
well. It's cool to see.
Aiden also jamming out hard. Some point defense fighting for their lives there. I saw this little bug defense. No, the bug defense died. Yeah, both players sort of just defending. Though at this point, Aiden does have both the torpedo planets. And this is really bad for Alec if you just sort of... This is not the sort of stalemate position you want to be in when the enemy is getting point defense and you're not. And now this shield used. And now Alec has to defend. Can't go and try to retake that fabled land of the point defense, but has to just
that's
fight
a smart play by Alec to not let Aiden get that far ahead.
Both abilities off. Definitely a standoff here.
Don't do that, Alec.
No, Alec, you already have fewer ships. You can wait a little bit.
If I'm Aiden, I'm waiting too. I wouldn't rush this either. Like, this is a stalemate.
Oh, sorry, I meant Alec. The A names.
Yeah.
Now, Alec needs one of these point defense, though.
Yeah. But that was the right play. Just move back, wait a little minute. Or even take, a heavy laser, I don't know. Or a 9 planet that's neutral.
Just trying to exchange. I think Alec just trying to maybe get some kills and force red team back here.
Well, Alec has clawed their way back in ship-wise.
Yeah, Alec has done a good job getting the ships back here. And now, for the first time, red team is behind here.
Oof.
Aiden making a sort of desperate play to maybe get that attack in.
Alec fighting for that.
Pretty even now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alec definitely clawed his way back into this. And now it's anyone's game. Asteroids are going to come out very shortly here. Both players ready to and prepared to fight for them. Power coverage is almost identical from each player. I'd be surprised if this doesn't go 1-1 here, but anything can happen. We might see some crazy mix-up around these asteroids.
Asteroids should appear any second. There we go.
Yeah, where they at? Next to the home bases? Okay. Aiden coming in. Slight.
Oh, that's
steal.
pretty smart, though. Look at that. It's still with 1.
I don't know how Alec went over there and then left and it's still red. So
yeah,
this is actually really bad. Like the mining got super delayed on that. So Aiden's going to get the asteroid way before Alec here. I think Alec realizing his mistake there. Luckily, I mean, not letting that... If the asteroid went the way of red, that would have been insane. But, was able to realize that. And has
fortunately, the mine
mining.
drone shouldn't take too long to get there, though, so hopefully it won't be too far behind. But it is definitely behind, and, any delay on asteroids is kind of bad.
Yes, and now Alec is playing from behind. Also, during that time, lost some ships, and now Aiden's in the lead. Can come in here and try to steal this asteroid. Can Aiden get this bonus, move in, and take it?
I think I do. His ability is going to be up in a minute as well, which means he can secure power from that. Oh, no. Oh, that was close.
Alec getting it. Well, death
that
is on his doorstep
lucky.
there with this red boogeyman sitting
Wow.
here. Jamming out to,
Smart.
some, I don't even know what you call this genre of music, but... And this is looking bad on Alex's doorstep. Aiden coming in, jamming the music, turning the boombox loud up against Alec here. Okay, never mind. Alec has the music, but regardless, right?
There you go. Oh, sounds like Aiden.
That is going to be the war drums blaring for blue as they fight their last sort of hurrah here. And Aiden has just built a good lead here.
Oh, second asteroids are up. I don't know.
But
Alec?
I feel like Aiden didn't... I don't know what happened.
They didn't capitalize on that for sure.
Was not able to capitalize on the lead, made some... Alec was doing a good job defending there. And now this asteroid's just sort of chilling there. Alec as always has, through this whole match has been really late to start mining the asteroids, which I think will bite Alec in the butt, here.
Yeah, if he's not careful. Aiden's having a hard time closing out though, so maybe that'll help Alec.
Yeah, no doubt it will here. But Alec again falls behind here.
I don't know how many more of these they can pull out.
Last ship finally falling over there. And now, see that because that blue asteroid was so delayed, here comes Aiden with this big army. I just heard also in the background, Aiden gets that first bonus, and now here Aiden is about to get the second one. And this isn't what you want to see as red team here. And I think Aiden has power from those 2 planets, so it's not like there's an easy cut available here. And there it goes.
Ooh, that's going to be tough.
And now surely Aiden can close this out with this significant lead and all these asteroids, having 3 asteroids out of the 4 gone the way of red team here. Blue ability is ready for use though, and all these turrets are around the home base. Even got some battleships there ready to defend. Those big bug battleships are a lot of fun. I think some of my favorite ones. And here they comes. Will Alec use the ability?
I don't see why they
He's
aren't
holding
using
off. Being greedy,
It's a little
waiting.
too late.
Okay, using it now. Red ships are dying. Alec still has ships left. Not a lot of territory though. And definitely like less than half the amount of ships is red here. It would take a miracle for blue to be able to come back. Santa attacking. Gonna probably snatch this asteroid. Definitely snatching the one in the back. Red's about to be at 5 out of 6 of these asteroids that have spawned the whole game.
Oof, that's smart play.
Not what you want to see as blue team who's dwindling kind of on the last ships here. But every time, I swear Aiden keeps like opening the microwave with 1 second left. Like every time I see one of these planets about to go, there'll be ships all of a sudden come in, and like when there's 1 turret on the thing. Oh, the asteroid's coming in. And now certainly, Alex also doesn't have the ability up this time. Aiden must be feeling more confident given that information. Yeah, assuming Aiden's been keeping track in his head.
This should be a pretty good spot. Aiden left the
Lots
ships
of
on
missile
there.
balls coming from these explosive battleships and torpedoes. I don't think blue team will be able to survive this onslaught even with that planetary shield. So many missiles just cracking into these blue defenses here.
Gosh, there's a lot of missiles.
Yeah, these torpedoes ravaging the blue home base here. Alec down to no ships left.
Control of their home base
And this will mean that Aiden will be moving on to the finals where he will go against Nickop.
Nice.
All right, we've got Alec JD on the left team as God of Defense going up against Sandia on the red team playing as God of Volatility here. So the classic defensive versus offensive gods. I think Sandia, the main issue for Sandia is getting to the late game because Sandia really shines in the late game in those big fights. And especially, while using Volatility will be very, very hard to beat in the late game like that. But it's just a matter of, Sandia had a tough time last match, early in the early game and trying to survive, enough to have, a decent amount of ships when the asteroids start coming out and it starts to get chaotic. So we'll see. The name of the game for Alec is just to build a strong early lead and maybe make some aggressive plays early on.
Be careful.
But Sandia off to a strong start. Had a good opening here. Maybe aided on by those radio ships. It's kind of like in Mad Max, you know. Then they got the drum guy, the guitar guy, right? Like going into war,
Oh
they
my
gotta
gosh.
have the music
That
ship,
guy,
right?
classic.
Miss that
Yeah,
movie.
I like that guy. And here comes Sandia actually on the offensive in the early game here. I don't know if this is a good move, but Sandia is a smart player. And has
Very
decided
slight
not to
chip
do
lead
that.
though. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Very slight though.
Alec trying to sneak in.
It's difficult though for a non-defense god to hold the moons. Man, yeah, that moon difference is real striking.
Yeah, when you have low amounts of ships, you know, like in the early game, taking a moon with 8 turrets is not not that
Yeah.
trivial.
Yeah,
No, for sure.
gotta love the Doppler effect.
But Sanya's done a good job in the early game.
Oh, I hear a
Yeah.
music battle happening. So speaking of radio ships, I'm still thinking of hosting a second round of radio ships. Not too soon, but we might do one after the anniversary update.
Yeah, somebody
If
asked
there's
about that in
interest.
Discord today.
Oh, here comes Alec making a big attack on the red point defense planet here. I'm
Ooh.
surprised I haven't seen this missile mayhem ability go off though. It looks like there's already a lot of missiles mayheming in the red fleet here. There's got
Yeah.
a lot of
No need, yeah.
torpedoes.
But I would use it early. Last time we barely saw. I can't remember who used it. Only use it
Pride
one
Oreos,
time
yeah.
in the entire match. So I would use it a lot.
Right at the very end. Oh, there
Oh,
we
there
go.
you go. Just use it. Why not?
Yeah. Oh, they didn't even
You
fully
got-
take the planet. Yeah, there you
No,
go.
jeez.
It only lasts for like 15 seconds though, so you really need to know exactly what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's the recharge though? Is it quick?
It's a little faster than defenses. I believe it's as fast as they. I don't actually know if it's as fast as they get. I know Fleet Recall has pretty fast, but
Yeah.
they're using it to great effect here. It's definitely faster than defense.
No, the zero moon.
The zero.
No.
Yeah, but Sandia has done a good job. Is in
Yeah,
the
that was a
lead
really
now.
good sweep with that. But of course, now they got to contend with Alec's counteroffensive.
Yeah, Alec does have the ability active.
And this is where
Currently,
you need to go
okay.
strong. Yeah, defense.
Yeah,
that ability.
Sandia actually at fleet cap here. Alec has a ton of territory. It's mainly because that ability was up for a long time that Sandia didn't want to attack, and now Sandia can go in. Though, it needs to defend here. I like how Alec is on the offense right now because he knows Sandia needs to expand the territory, and so, you know, if you pressure, the best defense is a good offense. You know, especially when you don't have the defense ability up. It's mainly. So Alec takes the lead here. But Sandia, we've been saying it, the later the game goes, the more powerful Sandia becomes.
Ooh.
Oh, no power though. Gonna lose some ships there. And that ability is quickly recharging for Sandia here. Almost, I was gonna say almost ready, but we've got like another minute maybe. These asteroids, it's gonna be ready for the asteroids though. Should Sandia feel the need to use it there. But this is rough. You need a planet here.
Sandy
doesn't
left just
have-
a little too early again.
It's going to be in a rough spot, going to not have enough power for the asteroids, and is going to, it hasn't been able to produce. This is not what you want to see here. Even with a powerful offense, you need production. Sandia going to have some production now, at least for until he loses a planet here. I'm on one, no, all these one planets and stuff. It's hard to
Sanya's
watch.
left a couple of those like that.
No, the zero planet, it's even harder to watch.
You gotta pay attention.
The first asteroids have appeared.
Oh, and here the asteroids are. Okay, spawns are. I don't know. I think actually Alec is pretty far from having power on that one by Sandia here.
Yeah, I don't think. He
Sandia needs a planet though. Jeez, I can't bear to watch people at fleet cap. It's hard to watch.
Alec's done a really good job of containing Sandia here. Oh,
Here come the missiles. Sandia needs some planets. Oh, the planet! No, no.
Another one. Sandia just leaving a hair too early multiple times this match.
Yeah, and just I feel like being at Fleet Cap for so long while already behind was not what you want to see, and it's allowed Alec to just really. I mean, not that Sandia ever had a super significant lead, but Alec has, really came back here and built a powerful lead over Sandia.
Not sure why
Sandia
Alec hasn't...
really needs this asteroid, though. This is needs to hold that planet, but it's not going to be enough. I
Alec,
think
buddy.
Alec doesn't
didn't
have power.
Wow.
Wait, how's Alec getting? Oh, okay, that inner ring.
That rotated in. Yeah.
Nathan was earlier talking about the importance of those on this map. Oh, the asteroid has like 1 second left, and it gets taken. Come on, can Sandia hold it and get this asteroid here? No, it will fall to blue. Come on, retake him up one. No, left with one.
I don't know. I don't know if Alec can do it.
The ship comes through the wormhole to save it from being. No, if that miner drone arrives, it will be over. And there it goes. No,
Alec with the steal.
Alec will get both those asteroids here. And even further cementing this lead, another asteroid just spawning here. Will Sandia see it? Yes, hold power up. The point defense planet has 3 over there. Will Sandia see that weak planet?
Oh, Alec now leaving a little too early.
All these low turret count planets, man. There's a 0 planet over there too.
These guys, what are these guys doing?
Sandia, go down the line, please. Take the planets. No, leaving too early again.
What is going on?
Now there's like 60 ships camping there.
If I'm Alec, I'm just gonna hold this asteroid. Oh, the 0 planet again. Sandy can just swipe over. There you go. But 0 asteroid. Oh my gosh, that was a second too late. Alec almost stole that. What is going on with these two?
Oh man. Okay. Sandia in this.
Top 10 matches of all time.
Okay.
This could be dangerous. Sandia's hanging around.
I don't see any more weak planets, so
Yeah, we got 2, I guess, but.
Oh, maybe some power cut shenanigans. Oh, blue doesn't have power. Forced to run. Coming back in though.
Alec pushing ahead.
Sandia still in this and not that far behind. Not nearly as far behind as Sandia was. And now with these good attacks, Sandia is clawing his way back into this. I'm not gonna say I don't want to jinx it. I really don't want to jinx it. So I'm just gonna shut up.
This is wild. We have seen some really, really strong showings, like even while behind on this map.
Yeah.
This is. There's always room to grow. I think it's very close at all times, and just testament to the skill of these players. 2 years into the meta of this game, or whatever. It's like people have really, like fine-tuned. I heard some people talking about how people have memorized the exact numbers on when abilities charge and how long it takes for a moon to deliver the resource. The mind, the deep map knowledge, is crucial.
I love it.
Which dev has what voice? Good question.
You tell us.
I'm Nathan. This is the one who doesn't talk that much because I'm using Twitch
Steve.
chat.
That makes me Jack.
But Sandia has not in the lead quite yet, but
this is crazy.
Sandia has taken the lead
in potential. Goodness. Maybe not necessarily in
ships.
No,
in ships though.
No, it's close. It's close.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Sandia has taken the lead.
Alec. Oh man.
Has taken the lead. It is now going on the offensive here.
Oh no!
Is this the time to use Missile Mayhem? I'm not sure. Oh,
I
maybe
don't
not.
know. I don't know.
I don't
Whenever
know.
is the time to use
I
Missile
think
Mayhem.
so. I think you just use Missile Mayhem anytime.
Well, not now though, because now the shields are up. You might want to wait it out.
Alec getting nervous. Oh, Missile Mayhem! Attack!
Yeah, you
Go!
I mean, this is why not?
Craft
Oh,
blue
that's Sandia.
No!
What do you do with your ones?
Attack!
Look at this planet.
Blood! Attack!
Oh my goodness.
Oh. No power. Okay, thank God. Sandia's now no longer in the... Oh, never mind. Okay, Sandia's doing alright. Okay.
Oh my gosh. This is
Will
nuts.
Sandia mine this asteroid? Hopefully.
I don't know.
We'll see.
I'd be careful if I was Alec. It's
Alec
a good...
on the back foot here, losing some ships. No! One remaining.
One. Sandia, the king of leaving one behind.
Okay, come on.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh, they got it. They managed to steal the asteroid.
Okay. Red
Blue
gets
is going to take that one over there,
Sandia
though.
now picking up on asteroid control. Delivered, pushing Sandia into the lead here. Big fights in empty space, a lot of ships
Here
falling
comes
into the
Blue.
void here. Can Sandia clean up his ships?
Blue's asteroid's back up. They just got to collect it. Oof. Sandia.
Sandia picking up like stray ships from the void the last 30 seconds. There's even more still out there, but man, needs to regain composition, composure.
Even another
here.
one.
Yeah, Nathan unfortunately having to leave. Won't be able to see the end of this cool match, at least right
no.
now. I think Nathan back from Nathan's phone.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Anyways. Man, okay.
All right.
Almost having the mayhem.
Alec's not
Ready?
out of it, though. Alec has managed to
Alec,
maintain
Alec
this.
it is anyone's game. It is anyone's game. Alec
The
is
only
still
danger
definitely
is
in this.
Sandia's so good in the late game. Alec's going to have to really step up his game to compete.
Yeah, I mean, but it's about to be the late game part 2 of map collapse, like the latest game.
That's true.
You know, when we refer to late game, we're not talking about map collapse. Like map collapse is like the step after. Oh, but Alex suffering massive losses there in that fight. For the first time, Sandia is significantly in the lead here.
Oh, no,
Will it
Alec,
be
you're leaving
enough?
it too early.
Okay.
Picking up some of Sandia's bad habits. Oh, he left too early again. Oh my goodness, these two. They're just a hair too early on everything.
Yeah, Alec getting that planet there. Gonna maybe get this asteroid here. I'll keep him in it. Doesn't want Red to get that asteroid in the back.
Ooh,
Blue gonna
that
get
was
it.
close.
That's what exactly what Alec wants here. Sandia lost some ships again.
Left too early on that far
They
planet.
both got abilities charged. We'll see who uses first.
Look at this.
0. Oh,
my
snatched by
goodness.
Sandia.
Alex clawed his way back in. Ship count.
One planet. He left with one left. Single-handedly giving blue power over that entire portion of the map. A
Zero
there.
planet. Oh my gosh. And there
Here
we go.
comes
We're
the
going to get collapsed.
Map collapsed.
All right, so we'll lose power cutting off shenanigans here.
Yeah, no power shenanigans anymore. All right.
Here we go. And this is anybody's game at this point.
Oh no!
Blue!
Alec losing a ton of ships to the void here.
That's gonna be
Needs to
tough.
clean those up.
Oh,
We'll see
that's not
if
good.
Sandia is able to punish.
Sandia could push that, shut off power a little bit.
Yeah, Alec has a lot of ships though.
Oh
Very
yeah, it doesn't
even.
matter. Yeah, that's right. Collapse.
Here they go.
It's gonna be a tough one.
At what point do you just slow trigger and attack the home base? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, Sandia has a ship lead. Like, if the ability was used, I would just wait 30 seconds and then attack. You know, he won't have the ability. Just, bide your time. Regather all your ships into one army here.
Yeah, things are gonna go into the black hole fairly quickly here. As we speak. Yep, there they go. We're gonna have to play careful.
Sandia can wait till Missile Mayhem is up and then do an attack on the home planet here. You'll kind of want Missile Mayhem to crack those 30 planets. I mean, Alec's not going to want to go on the offensive here against the red home planet. They both have the same amount of ships, though. There's no more asteroids either.
This may just come down to positioning and micromanagement here.
Oh, Sandia's going to have a massive advantage, though, with the God of Volatility here. With those explosions and the Missile Mayhem.
The explosions are going to help a ton, you're right, and the missiles are going to be great.
Yeah, though, Alec has territory is able to produce here, building more ships as we speak. And Sandia is behind on ships here.
Yeah.
I think is ultimately in a more advantageous position despite that, though.
I guess in this case, do you take the home planet if you're Sandia? Do you rush for it? I don't know.
You don't really have a choice.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to have to eventually.
Missile Mayhem's up. I would definitely...
But it seems something like it's like almost suicide to attack the home planet while the enemy has the same amount of ships as you know.
Yeah.
So I think he needs a good, like, there needs to be a big battle at not the home planet to then put someone in the lead.
That's true. We're getting a lot of dancing.
And this could be it there. That big battle around this point defense. Sandia taking a slight lead here. It's not going to be enough to give Sandia confidence to take the home base, though.
Yeah, I don't know. This is a tough call.
Yeah, Sandia.
I don't even know what the strategy is here. I think you're right. Do you
The
lure
problem is
somebody
Sandia
in?
can't produce right now. As these planets are falling,
Yeah.
the most important thing, like, because eventually, you want to keep your fleet cap as high as you can, like, so you're still producing. But the problem is, eventually, there just simply won't be enough planets to support these fleets of this size.
Yeah, it's almost like if I'm Alec, I might try to bait Sandia into throwing his ships at me, either holding the point defense or the torpedo and not moving, because they're both circling around, and maybe just stay put, take advantage.
Yeah, the problem is, I feel like Alec has been able to produce so many more ships here because Sandia has been at max capacity, but Alec's constantly had room to grow here.
Right.
But we're going to run out of planets for that to be possible.
You know what? If I'm Alec, I'm popping the ability. I'm going to take the remaining planets for as long as I can. That puts a severe cap.
That is probably wise. It's not like the ability is going to help when defending your home base. Like, the defense ability will become... I mean, it'll help with the turret buff, I guess, but...
Yeah, but I
the
think
main
I'd take
benefit
it
is the
now.
planetary shields.
Yeah, take it now. Eat up Sandia's resources, because he has fine out. Exactly.
Yeah, here we go.
Let's see it.
Look, Alec has all those planets. Sandia doesn't have a single planet. Now he has one, now two. But now Sandia is fighting uphill to take these planets, and just Alec is retaking them.
Yeah, it's almost like you sit on a planet, let Sandia come to you, use your buff turrets.
Yeah, and Alec building a more significant lead here.
He needs to
Trying
take
play
that
really
one
fast,
planet.
Sandia scrambling to sort of take over some of these planets.
And Sandia's so fast, you have to be very careful with that.
Yeah, Sandia's doing a good job, though.
That's it. I mean, that was a good choice, I think. But
Oh,
Sandia managed to
Sandia
stay
taking a
in.
big W against that blue V, coming in from behind with those explosions, dealing a lot of damage. Missile Mayhem used what against what though? I mean, maybe these planets. I don't know. I feel like that was a little excessive, the use there.
Yeah, I probably would have held, but okay.
Getting some final shots off on the home base, dealing
Nice.
with a lot of those turrets. Took out nearly half the turrets, I think, with one volley there.
That was a smart movement.
Yeah, down to just 12. Compared to the not a lot on Red Planet either.
We're about to lose more planets here too.
Yeah. 2 more planets about to go. But each one controls 1 though.
It's definitely one of the longest matches.
Planet's about to go into the void here.
Here we go. Yep. This is gonna. I wouldn't even bother with them. Just. They come.
They will fall.
Oh, Sandia, did you see that? Yeah, did you see that?
Took on more turrets there.
Sandia's narrowed this down to 0.
Alec going for the Sandia's home, trying to maybe pick off some turrets there through that shield. 0 at the blue planet here.
I guess you don't want to rush. I mean,
yeah, you want to.
Although Sandia only has 12 turrets as well, Alec has 1. This is going to be super tight.
Oh yeah, there's barely enough planets to support
Look at
these
that.
fleet sizes.
6. Alec is weedled. I don't know.
Wheedled.
Narrowed. What is the word? I can't think. Narrowed down the turrets.
Whittled.
Whittled. Thank you. Whittled down the turrets. I can't believe Alec is still at 0 over there.
Yeah. You could just go over there to apply some pressure. You know, flip the planet. You know, maybe make Alec panic a little bit.
Alec's done a good job of holding all the planets.
Oh, here he comes, starting to pick up some turrets. Sandia getting some kills there. Is now the time to attack? Sandia thinks it's the time to attack.
It's not wrong.
Maybe. Never mind. There's no better moment than now. I feel like you gotta go for it.
Oh, smart.
Missile.
That was smart.
Alec,
let's see what happens.
Using that defense here.
Oh, you just gotta be so careful. Both players need to be so careful. One mistake and it's all over here.
Yeah. Missile Mayhem used.
Oh,
Yo,
yes.
shots off on the fleet there. So many missiles. Will there be an attack here?
Oh, more planets and moons.
No. The
Coming
Missile
into the
Mayhem will
vortex.
affect there.
Oh.
Oh.
All right, there it is.
Maybe gonna make him panic. Running back there. There's not enough planets. Oh, these are the largest these fleets will ever be. There are only.
Oh. Oh gosh.
This is the final fight. Oh, ships got a little sloppy management. Those ships are important. Don't lose those ships. Torpedoes, good ships there.
Red team has lost
Man.
control of their home base. Red team has regained control.
Oh my
of their
goodness, this
home
is gonna be so tight. I don't even know.
Coming down to the wire here. Sandia can't afford to let Alec produce here, though. As I say that, those last 2 planets get sucked up, and now
There they are.
there are no boosting these fleet caps. Nope.
All right, it's gonna be super. This is
Oh.
this is gonna be dicey. You're gonna
Alec
have to
has
be
the lead.
really clever.
Going in, Alec going in. I mean Sandia, sorry, Sandia going in, but then going away, but then going back to defend. Maybe just trying to bait, do some psychological warfare, trying to whittle down this blue. Oh,
Blue team has lost
Sandia going in.
Trading.
of their home base. Red team has lost control of their home base.
Oh my goodness.
Blue team has regained control of their home base.
So micro here, I think Sandia is just looking for a little bit more of a ship advantage before going in here. not wanting to risk it.
The funny thing is,
Oh, there it is. Is that the advantage Sandia's looking for?
I don't think so. I think if Alec can bide his time and pop those turrets are still powerful enough to. Oh, I don't know if it'll help. Let's see.
Here we go. I think this is.
Oh, this is gonna be so close. This is gonna be so close. I don't know.
The voice line so cute.
Yeah. If I'm Alec, you use your ability. You just use it as soon as you can to take advantage of those turrets while they're still alive. Oh, you left too.
I don't know.
Oh, they're going in. Use it. You got nothing to lose.
I mean, I would save it for when he's attacking your home base, right? I mean, you got some turrets at home.
Yeah. Not much. I guess, yeah. But no.
Sandia can just attack, I feel like. Even
I think they're just, this is it. Waiting for the moons to get sucked up in the vortex, and this will be it.
I don't know. Attacking the moons is really dumb here.
Yeah, I would not.
Oh, here we go.
At all.
The final attack.
I mean, use the ability. Use it. Use it.
Blue team has lost control of their home base.
Why do you keep leaving? It just gives them more turrets. At least, like, you can put. Yeah, it's hard to say.
Use the ability. Use the ability, quick.
Red team
Nope.
has regained control of their home base.
Oh my goodness.
Team has lost control of their home base. Blue team has regained control of their home base.
This keeps swapping back and forth.
I think that was not
Wait.
the right time for that.
I just wait for the ability to end, and then attack. You know, blue doesn't. There's no shenanigans, no ability. There's only 4 turrets defending. You have. I don't know. Wait till the ability's up.
Lost control of their home base.
Just stay there. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no need to go back, yeah. Unless Alec has some really good micromanaging, maybe. We'll see.
No.
Just play with the ranges.
Oh, Sandia taking so
Ah,
many losses.
Careful. Oh my gosh.
No.
I don't know. I don't know. Oh, nope, that's it. Oh, what a bet.
And Sandia will snatch up the remaining blue ships. What a match.
Wow.
Jeez.
That's crazy.
That's definitely the top 10s of all time.
Yeah, almost 30 minutes.
Wow. Okay.
Jeez.
Jeez, Sandia having the most insane comeback of all time. That was awesome to watch.
Yeah.
And we'll see if the finals can top that.
All right. I was down to the wire for sure. This should be exciting.
100%. All right, we see Aiden going for the rollout of just taking that production planet off that. Nickop gonna go with the favored sort of point defense takeover early. Followed by
this
some
is
moons.
interesting because I've seen this a couple times. Aiden's done the planet to planet, while the other opponents have done point defense and then moons. So we'll see how it pays off production.
We might be splitting hairs, but I personally feel like the point defense opener is more optimal because taking that production planet early really doesn't give you anything. And at least production wise, planets are mainly useful for either being a special production planet like point defense or whatever, or just being fleet cap. And so taking a normal planet early, not super helpful. Especially one that really doesn't expand your planet's your power range.
Mm.
Aiden gonna follow suit though, and is going to take that torpedo planet here. Nickop actually on the offensive here. Aiden going in and defending last second before it flips to red control there. Definitely keeping Aiden on his toes here. Though Nickop has to be careful.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to overextend in the early game. You can be punished fairly, easily.
Yeah,
and you've really
up.
not got a lot to fall back on.
Oh, one let this planet go. All right.
I mean, Nickop knows that the key to really shutting down your opponent is controlling both the point defense planets, especially if you can control that early on before they've really got a chance to get a lot of point defense integrated into their fleet.
Yeah. If I'm Aiden, though, I'm not going to move out and play Nickop's game. I think I play it safe. Don't let him drag you away from your turrets.
Yeah, bad Santa versus the jack-o'-lantern head. Headless horseman almost. Nickop gonna finally just get that planet, making sure I don't
look at this. Here he
goes.
Just pushing a little bit. Oh, all right. Although he could bait him out and move out as soon as Nick moves in, and then cast the ability and have some turret damage. Like right now, I'd use the ability, blue. But I guess not. All right, so at least we know they're not listening on stream.
Yeah. I'd be cheating hearing all our immaculate advice. Totally.
Yeah, like we know, like I know what I'm talking about.
Actually, if you listen to the stream, it would probably make you perform worse, honestly.
Yeah, don't listen to us.
Aiden using that ability here, gonna maintain control of this point defense.
Ooh. Could have gone either way. This point defense is going to be a point of contention for a while, it seems.
Nickop doing a little juke there, going behind, taking Moonbait, turn Santa around, and then you attack it. Oh,
he finally steals it.
The planet.
Nice. That was clever.
And now he's going to try to hold this planet. That was a little like mix-up psychological move that worked successfully there.
Oh, for sure.
And now Nickop is in control of both of those crucial point defense planets.
And in control of the match, it seems. That was a smart play.
Yeah,
Aiden just needs to calm down, though.
Onto the back foot here. Nickop building a very significant lead. This is why, we see him as the top tournament player, at least in regards to the last tournament of which he was on top, But, shows why Nickop is such an awesome player here.
Yeah. I'm doing the Sandia, leaving it with one.
Well, yeah, I've always kind of secretly wondered if like leaving them with low turrets is actually an advantage, because then you can basically instantly come and take it over then, and then confuse your, it's like you can get a power cutoff. Like if you left everything at one all the time, then you can get a power cutoff instantly. Yeah. So I think there is some merit, but I don't think it's intentional. Maybe if one Nickop wants to come on stream and tell us it's intentional, leave things at one or Sandia, then I would probably listen to that. But from the knowledge I currently have,
Yeah, I'd be curious to see.
Tactical.
I'll look over and see if chat knows anything, but I don't see anything.
Yeah, now that Nathan's gone, it's hard for Steve and I are very we can't monitor chat while doing what we're doing. So sorry about that, guys.
Aiden's ability is coming up pretty soon. Could stymie Nickop's advance. We'll see if he uses.
Yeah, Nickop about to get that second asteroid in the background.
Oof.
This one in the foreground, there's really not a lot of progress made on that, and so even with all the ships Aiden has, I don't think he'll be able to hold this asteroid here.
Yeah. Oh gosh, Aiden still couldn't take it. That's rough.
Yeah, Nickop's just got so many ships from those asteroids, and just from that lead that he's built.
Oh, and using it before Aiden. That's smart. I thought Aiden was going to use his
not
ability.
sure how much of a relevant factor it is necessarily here. I mean, you want to have that ability when you take over their home planet. That way you can more easily hold those, their home planet and the other adjacent planet for power reasons.
Yeah, but I think that just shut down any hope Alec or Aiden had of coming back in with that asteroid. And this is what's
well, yeah, I mean,
happen.
Aiden was certainly not going to get that asteroid, but
Right.
but now Nickop, as he has that ability wears off, not going to be able to hold both. It won't matter though, I think, because Aiden, the last blue ships are fighting for their lives here against this massive red army that's encroaching on their lovely home base here.
Control.
And I will say,
And
back-to-back
Nickop,
tournament wins.
yeah.
That is tough. That is really tough. Only a couple champions have had
win
that.
streak has been, but I mean, you could look on the pillar and see for yourselves.
It's definitely Panda and Dragon, and I don't think anybody else has
thought
come
it was
close.
Gonna be Panda and Dragon with maybe a 5 or 6.
Yeah, something like that. And this is tough. Nickop managing to hold on.
Yeah,
Win 2 tournaments.
it is worth noting. It is harder to do tournament win streaks nowadays because tournaments used to be a little more frequently than they are right now. We run once a month on average now. They used to be a little more frequent than that. But yes, congratulations, Nickop, with an excellent performance. Also, Aiden, you did a great job fighting your way to the end, and you're second place for a reason. And yeah, so both these players are really awesome players. Nickop just showing that extra little bit of prowess there in this matchup.
Yeah. Hats off to Aiden. I think this is the furthest they've gone too for second place win. So that's a good showing.
Yeah, it's a great showing. It's been a pleasure to have everyone on stream here, guys, and we'll catch you guys later.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone.